All right. Should be getting started any second. It's just taking a little bit longer. Okay. I believe we're now live. Okay. Let's get started. And if you have any questions, just put it in the chat and we'll just be adding on. We're just going to cover the first few questions that was on the Facebook post. I'm just going to be sharing my screen before I forget. Okay. Oh, shoot. I'll close the Facebook question. So is anyone new on receiving their photo booth? Hey, James, as well on the Facebook. I don't see anyone new. Actually, I recognize a lot of these people. Oh, Kevin, you're new to Darkroom. Hi, Kevin. So on these Darkroom tech calls, hello? Oh yeah, you're fine, Bob. On these Darkroom tech calls, we just like to answer questions if y'all have any, but we also go through some basics just so you can get a little caught up on what this is. Having some issues, pal, pulling up the questions.
Yeah, I'll post it in the chat. No worries. I do have it here. We do have a few questions. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. To this day's Wednesday Darkroom training. If you do have, as Rich mentioned, if you do have any questions, post it in the chat. We'll get to that in a bit.
All right. So the first question we have was from, I believe, Priscilla. Is that right,
Priscilla? That's right.
How do we provide a link for our clients to, so how to provide a link for the clients after the event so they can see all the pictures, I assume? So there's a few ways I've seen people do this. So the first way is using Dropbox that's already built into Darkroom. So if you go on the event that you're on, then and on the left side on the output, you'll see a box that says post to Dropbox. This is what this would actually put all your pictures onto Dropbox, your prints and photos if you set this up. So here's the Dropbox folder, but first you have to add an account. To do that, you're going to go to global settings, and then you're going to go into email and online accounts. And on the top right, you'll see where it says add account. Right here, you'll see Dropbox. Then you just double click this Dropbox. Wait a second. Hi, James. So then you would just double click on your Dropbox account. And from here, you would just click on Dropbox. It'll open up a, there it is. It'll open up a link to your Dropbox. From here, you'll just sign in. And from there, you'll get an API key, which you can click here on where it says authorize, and it'll ask you for your API. Once you're signed in, I actually don't have a Dropbox with me right now. But whenever you just paste in the API key, Dropbox should just automatically be detected and you'll be all set, which I do not have. And
hello, everyone.
Hey, Karine, sorry, this is your first time on Zoom. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Welcome.
And don't be afraid to ask any questions as well if you are new. All questions are appreciated. Kamika Dash, howdy, howdy. And Karine, you haven't received your photo booth yet. Well, it's always good to get some training before you do receive it, just so it'll make the process a lot more easier. But anyways, so that's one way you can share the links is, well, the link to your client is by using Dropbox. The other way is just your good old friend Google Drive. So for Google Drive, it'll just be straightforward. Go to your Google Drive. If you already have a Gmail account, Gmail is, well, Google, so you already have a Google Drive account here. So if you just type in Google Drive, just type in Google. Just go into there. Hopefully, give me a second. Let me make sure I don't have anything. I don't think I do. I just have some test stuff here. All right. So, give me a second. No, my Google Drive is now acting up. That's fun. Whatever. So in your Google Drive, you'll see like just a bit for you, it'll be a blank one. What I will normally do is just right click and make an empty folder, just doing a new folder. You will name this folder whatever the event is. This is just for the Google Drive method of uploading this to your customer, to your client. So you will name this like birthday, Keaton, so whatever you like. For me, I already have a preset right here, named it birthday. Once you make that folder, you're gonna go into it. And for me, I like to separate the original photos, such as like these photos. I like to separate it,
Just
but
the
that's
plain
just me.
ones.
And then here's your templates. Some people like to have them all in one folder. Again, you can do that. It's no problem. It just kind of makes it a good little even thing. But for me, I just like to separate it. Anyways, and then from here, you will just kind of upload all your pictures using the, I'll explain this. This is gonna be weird. Sorry, let me kind of sidestep back because I did kind of skip a few steps here. I know, sorry. Okay. I realize we do have some new people on the Zoom link, so I do need to kind of slow it down. My bad. So on the event, as I always explain, always duplicate your events just by right-clicking and duplicating the event before you start changing any settings. And once you actually go through some pictures, all your pictures will be stored onto your photos and prints tabs. Prints as in like pictures with templates. Photos will just be like your original photos. So you're gonna select all of these just by either dragging out or doing Control A on your keyboard. You're gonna click up. Let me move this down to the bottom or top. You're gonna click up here on where it says photo. Then you're gonna go to copy or burn files. Right here is where you'll set your destination on where all these pictures are gonna go to. So you're just gonna click on browse, and normally people just like to make a new folder on your desktop. So it'll be all there. I have a few new folders, as you can tell. Yeah. You can rename it as well. Just rename it to like birthday or quince, whatever you would like. Okay. And for now, for this example, I'm just going to pull out pictures in one. So once you select that folder for your destination, you're just going to press copy to folder, and all your pictures will be transferred over into that birthday folder. And hi, Leslie. I'll get to that question in a quick second.
You.
And also, we do have a few articles on explaining how to do the Google Drive method a little bit more better. But yeah, and Pao, can you post that Google Drive article as well?
Yeah, of course. Just give me 1 sec. I'll post it in the chat.
Yeah, it'll just be more like just so you can have it for reference sake. This is a bit more of a better way to do it, I guess you could say. It's just right now I don't have the resources right now. All right.
No worries.
And then now, as you saw, all the pictures got uploaded. Well, went to my desktop into the birthday folder, which is right here, birthday. I already had a birthday folder. It preset already. Give me a second. I think this is the one where I added the add-on. Oh, I had the slideshow option on. Oops. That's my bad.
And I did posted the article link in the chat for everyone interested in sharing the link or just
Yeah.
setting up a Google Drive for your clients.
So yeah, more or less you would just copy or burn files, put it to a folder onto your desktop. And once you're done with that, all your pictures will be on that little folder. And then you would do the same using your prints. Select them all, copy or burn, select the folder, Let's copy the folder. Oh, great. New issue again. Have a good day. But yeah, I would say just follow that Google Drive article because I did discuss that before. It just takes a little bit more time and we do have a good amount of questions. But normally Dropbox would be the best way to do that. All right, so the next question we have would be the, how do we get cursive font? I don't see any on Darkroom. So the cursive font, you would actually have to most likely download one because I do see why. Darkroom, well, I guess your computers, but Darkroom has very like basic fonts, really basic. So what we always recommend doing is going onto the fonts. It is a website, www.thefont.com. And from here, you can actually download fonts. As you see, here's actually a nice little beloved, the beloved font, which is pretty nice, a little cursive. Or you could search over here, just type in cursive, maybe. Hopefully some will pop out. I'd kind of like the beloved, but yeah, you'll see all these little nice ones. Let's go for the cursive option. So the way you would actually download these fonts and install it onto Darkroom, let's say I like this cursive option one. I'm gonna go on the right, click on download, and then it'll start downloading the zip file. You're gonna go into that, you're gonna go into your downloads folder, gonna right click your cursive option, and then you're gonna click on extract all. Well, if you don't have WinRAR, you would click on extract all. Oh, it's a mess here. Let me clean out.
And of course, it doesn't really. It's not really just the cursive font that you all can download. Of course, you can download any font that you want. That's good for the event.
I wish I had it more organized here. All right. So whenever you extract, I'll make a folder. It's called cursive option. Well, for this font, it'll be called cursive option, but it'll be the name of the font you actually download. And then you would just double click the true type font file, not the rich text document. It'll be the .ttf, not the .rtf. You're gonna double click that. Then you're gonna click on install on the top right here. And now it'll start installing the font, and there you go. You got your installed font. And remember the name of the font. So this one's called Cursive Option. So now if I go back to Darkroom, I don't think I need to, yeah, no, I don't need to. So I'm just, you can do this on either your template or your screens. Okay. And let's say I want to change the countdown to that cursive font, or this could be for any text. It would be the same thing. You're gonna just click on this font box, and then you have to find whatever that font name. Well, you gotta find whatever that font that you downloaded name is. Sounds weird. Anyways, so for this one, it was, where are you? Found that one. There it is, cursive option. Now you see that cursive option one, the one I have downloaded, is now on Darkroom. That'll be in ABC order. And now there you go. You got your cursive. Well, this is a weird cursive font, but you got a different font that you downloaded. So that's how you install fonts on the Darkroom. It could be any fonts.
Awesome.
That one's an interesting font, actually. I'm gonna save it. Anyways, the next step, well, the next question we have is, how do we customize a picture to home screen for client's event? Customize a picture to home screen.
I'm not sure if this is Priscilla still, so she's fairly new. I'm assuming this is the live screen.
Like the home screen for clients events.
Yeah, the live view, I mean.
You mean the screens?
Yeah, like the screen.
Okay. I guess the way you would customize a picture. So yeah, it's just sorry, I'm a little confused. But let's just say it's your screens. So you have two things, obviously, for Mirror Boost. They always like the animation one. So the same for Mirror Boost event animation. We'll get to that one in a second, but just for these templates that are just like actually have the live view, the buttons and such like that. There's, oh yeah, let me just start from scratch and go from there would be the best bet. So to actually start a whole screen template, sorry. You're gonna click up here and it says new. And then depending on what booth you have, specifically the Surface Pro, you're actually gonna have to change the template size. It might be set to 1920 by 1080. But if you're like a Surface Pro, like the white, is the white tie? Yeah, the white tie and black ties. You'll have to change this to your current screen resolution. Normally just scroll all the way up and you can click it. And if it doesn't force it, or if you want to make sure that that is your right resolution, you could always check your resolution by, give me a second. Come on. Going to your desktop, right clicking, display settings. Scroll down, then you'll see display resolution. And from here, you can just confirm that 1920 by 1080 or Surface Pro, I think it's like a 223, I forgot. But yeah, that's how you confirm your resolution. So just make sure that the template size matches your display resolution. So for me, it's 1920 by 1080, and make sure that depending on if you're a mirror, you actually have to change this to vertical. For mirrors, it is vertical, and normally it is 1080 by 1920. But for horizontal screens like the white tie, black tie, primes, Chloe's, and all that are horizontal. Picture for customers. Yeah, depending on if it's a mirror or just a horizontal display. Anyways, you're gonna make sure you choose whatever fits. Just press OK, and now you have your blank canvas that you can work on. Now, I think by picture you just mean like a background, maybe. So for background, it's just an add artwork. Then you're gonna click on browse. Do I have any pictures right now I can use? That's the issue. So yeah, normally anytime you download a picture off of Google or stuff like that, it'll always be in your downloads folder, which is located in your this PC and then downloads. I don't think I have any backgrounds I could use. Don't have a single one. I do not. Oh, well, but yeah. And you would just double click the PNG or the JPEG and just press OK. Then you'll have your own background. For now, since I don't really have a picture I can use, I'm gonna change the background color. Orange. Here. Let's see if I can. Okay. Actually, I do have a background. PC downloads. All right. So once you selected your JPEG, you're just gonna press OK. And there you go. That's your background PNG or JPEG. And now all you're gonna do from here is just make your own screens. Sorry. Okay. So you would just add like your live view, going down here, click on add live view. A lot of people like live view, so yep. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, for your background, always lock it. So right click it and then lock it, just so it doesn't move with anything that you do. Oh, I have Snap to Grid on. Give me a second. There it is. All right. And from here on out, you can just kind of make your own live view. So this is what the customer will be seeing, which is normally themselves. And then click on your add photos. If you want to do the row, or if you want to be creative and just do add photo, you can. We're going to do add photo. It's going to be, so one row. No, it's going to be 3 rows for 3 pictures and 1 column, just so it's a vertical picture. There it is. Not vertical picture. This is just a basic template that it's pretty straightforward and that I like to do. But yeah, from here on out, it's just to make your own screen template. It's pretty straightforward. We also do have an article for how to make screens as well. If you would like that, just for reference. I'm sorry. But yeah.
Awesome. So by the way, for everyone, I just posted the link for our warrants. We do have 3 kinds of warranties available. We do have a 2-year warranty that you can pay over 4 months with 0% interest. Again, 0% interest. That's like $250 a month. That's for 2 years. We do also have 5 years and lifetime warranty. So if you're all interested, I have posted the link on the chat. You can just click on it. Thank you.
Mhm. But yeah, we do have an article for how to make screens, which we will post, but this is like a pretty straightforward screen. Oh, and the other one thing I always got to mention, always make sure to add your special text, because the Darkroom default special text kind of like they have it in a weird placement. To do special text, you're going to go down here to where it says add text, insert special text. Then you'll see countdown, and anything that's a special text, do not change it. Do not like do anything with it. You'll change this actually in the Darkroom event settings that we'll get to in a second. But the countdown is set is like your 3, 2, 1. So you would just put the 3, 2, 1 wherever you'd like. For me, I like to put it right on the live view because I don't know, this is the most accurate place to put it at. And the next special text would be like your start text or get ready text. The get ready text is, the just as get ready. And the start text is like your touch to boost to start. So I like to put my start text up here. Should probably change the color of it. And with these special text, it's like a normal text. You can change the font, just the font or the size of it, the color, text color right here. You can change whatever you'd like. It's like a normal text. Just don't like erase anything. This has to be the percent start text percent or the percent countdown percent. So just insert your special text wherever you'd like, just so it doesn't look bad. The ready text, so the part where it says get ready, I'm just gonna put it right here under it. The add text again. And I'm gonna add my end text. That's like your end text is like your photo is printing now, if you remember that one. For this one, again, you can just smack wherever is more relevant. I'm just gonna put it on the bottom right here. Okay. And basically now this is our first screen. And then right now I could just start it and it'll work fine.
By the way, I just posted how to make screens article as well on the chat for Priscilla.
And yeah, I forgot to mention. Also always click on save if you're making a new one. But if you're editing over an old like Darkroom default, you're gonna click on save as if you're just editing over another one, just so you don't lose that sample. But always save if you click on if you make a whole new template. All right, so this is the one I'm working with. And now as you see, it says start text, ready text, end text, and the countdown in the center. Now to change what the start text, ready text, and end text say, you're just gonna click on the screens or open this little menu up here, go into text, and then you'll see right here where it says start text. Now, if you remember, I put the start text on the top, so I'm just gonna say, just touch the screen. I don't know, I guess that's pretty basic. Just touch here. The get ready text is pretty straightforward, just get ready or stuff like that. You can change this to whatever you like. And the end text, I set this to goodbye, but normally it says your photo is printing now. That is the default. So we're just gonna start the booth. I have alternate pictures on. So if you see on the top, I probably should have changed the font color. Well, the text color, but it says touch here. I've printed alternate on, it's on me. So, I'm vertical. Give me a second, let me fix the vertical part. So if you go onto the output tab, right here where it says how's your camera turned, just make sure it's horizontal, except unless you're using a vertical mount on the mirror, you'll change out the vertical. I was testing out some things earlier. Okay. So touch here, ignore that part. So get ready is right there. There's a countdown. I wonder if I could skip this. I need to stop messing with these. I was playing a lot. Then on the bottom it says goodbye. But yeah, so that's how you position your special text and stuff like that. And yeah, that's your basic start screen. And from there, you just add like your basic text, maybe just say happy birthday or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna go to the next question. My touchscreen text is being cut off. I tried to fix the problem, but unable to. Prime booth. Oh, I guess it's a special text. Now, by cut off, maybe what I'm thinking of what's going on is that your text box might be small. I can probably make that do the thing right now if I can try. So if you see here, if your text box is too small, it'll start cutting off like that. Let me see if I can maybe get that to happen on me. I turn off print alternate photo email so it's not getting cluttered up. Okay. The touchscreen text is being cut off. I think on what that would be. If I make it bigger, I can get cut off. Oh, okay, there it is. So as you saw, I was able to get, I guess, my touchscreen on the top. If you see it's cut off, it might just be that it's a text box issue. So whenever you're editing the special text, just make sure your text box is big enough like that. Make sure it's big enough to kind of get it all covered. Maybe just make your text smaller as well could also fix the issue. Because right now, if I, as you saw, I expanded my text box and now, well, now it's not getting cut off. So in your special text, just make sure you have enough space for your text box. Unless the font's too big, then you might just have to make the font a little smaller. So right now I'm on 28, and that was too big. So I'm just gonna go down to 16 just to make it fit. I can now make this work. But I would say just make sure that your text box is big enough and also that your font, your text size isn't too big that it's going under the text box. Again, hopefully that should fix your issue if your touch screen text is being cut off. And if it's not, again, always send just send an email to support@photoboothint.com and we'll try to see if we can get something fixed. But hopefully that should be the definite fix for your issue.
Of course, for articles, I would advise checking pbisupport.com as well, as we always have articles updated by Richie. Thank you, Richie.
No comment. I don't know. I love articles. New. I haven't received my photo booth yet. Is that all the questions from the Facebook? I believe so. All right, and we still have more questions. Can I add a clip art border to my photos? I was having trouble getting it the same size as my squares. Is there a way to separate each square and resize it for a 2x6 photo strip? Having trouble getting it the same size as my squares. I think so. Just like the photo strip as a 2x6 and all that. I'm just confirming. Leslie.
Yeah. So I basically got like a border, like a gold border, and I wanted to put it into Darkroom. So I uploaded it with like a transparent background into Darkroom, and it was like a triangle, like a rectangle, I mean, shape. But when I was putting it over the square, like it was not fitting. It was small, and then I was trying to adjust like the square right here for the photo, like the 1, 2, 3, but then it would adjust them all together, and I was like, okay, how do I do this so that I can make it the same size? Make sense?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, that's normally the thing whenever you're like buying or making one from Canva. I get it. So what you would do is actually just resize it manually. So you're gonna click down here where it says add photo. So just a single photo. So you can do press OK. Give me a second. I resize this one now too. So the main thing is now, as you can tell, you can resize it to whatever shape you like. And trust me, I'll give you a quick tip on how to do it. So from here, you would just fit it into that box. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And now, yeah, once you fit it into that box, let's say I don't have the box right here, but let's say the box is around it, it fills it perfectly. Now what you can do is right click it and copy, or if you like to do keyboard shortcuts, just Control C. And you can lock this now. So you can right click and lock it so this does not move at all because we don't want this moving. Now all you gotta do is Control V, and now you can drag out another one, exact same size. Or you can just right click on an empty space and paste. So now you got that exact same size, and now you can just kind of drag it in and fit it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then I would change the numbers to 2 and 3.
Yes. You'll double click it, change photo 1 to photo 2. Double click the last one, change photo 1 to photo 3.
Okay, perfect. And let's say like it's a clip art, right? If I wanted it on top of the photo, would I be able to do that? Like,
A clip art?
yeah, like
Like to go above it to kind of like show it like it's overlapping it. It's pretty
base.
fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can. Do I have a clip art I can maybe mess with? That way, no, I do. Should have one around here. I guess I have one of the booth stickers I was messing with. Yikes. All right. So I'm just saying like overlapping it like this. Is that what you just mean? If
Yeah.
let's say this is grass. Yeah, no. Just remember if photo 2 was above it, then no, it won't. Remember on the right side is where it's in an order. So the background is fully in the back, text is above the background, photo 1 is above the background, same goes for photo 2 and 3. But if the graphic is above 3, no. If it's behind 3, this is getting mixed up now. But yeah, just always make sure it's aligned. Just keep the graphic all the way in the bottom so it's above everything else. Main thing.
Okay, got it. So like,
Yeah.
let's say like two lines, like a inner border and an outer border. That inner border, it'll be overlap on the photo if I do this. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay, I know exactly. So it's like two template, like, well, the background, then there's the over border, like the whole strip's like, yeah, it'll be kind of in the middle, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say I have another background. Do I have another background? The background of this is the weird white. It's just a white background. Yikes. But yeah, so the way you would do that is right here, if you see on the right side, let's say this is like your background image. Maybe I could probably make this work right now. I don't have a cutout. I don't have an outer border is the issue. But yeah, let's say this graphic, the snowman cartoon, which is not, let's say that's your background image. Like that's the background fully. Right? Then you'll have photo 1, 2, and 3. And then you'll have the outer border, which has the cutouts of the squares correct in the center.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you'll just put that on all the way in the bottom. So overlaps 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. I think
So
that
it'll be picture right here, photo 1, 2, 3, and then the outer border right here. And that'll overlap the 1, 2, and 3.
okay, perfect. So it always has to be below one.
Yes, anything that's on the bottom is above everything else, as you see. What's this weird person
Okay.
thingy?
Okay, got it. Thank you.
I can probably kind of give you an idea. So if I put photo 2 above the picture, now you see photo 2 pops up in front, but 1 and 3 are behind it because photo 2 is above the picture, but 3 and 1 are behind it, the picture.
Mm.
That's a good way to say it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. Okay, but yeah, did that answer your question?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
All right, perfect. The next question we have is from Kevin Fierros. Hope I said that right. Can you have the people taking the pictures sign the photos before they print? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can, of course. So remember, always delete your events, just a reminder. Anyways, on the event that you're on, you're going to open this little menu. Then you're going to go into text. Someone else messaged. Oh, that's Pal. All right. Then down here where it says review photo, you'll see where it says enable photo doodle. Photo Doodle is where they can actually sign it, but I guess no, I guess you go to do photo signature. I never did photo signature before, actually. I guess you can. So you'll just enable photo signature as well. It signs your photo by drawing your signature. Interesting. Never did that before. But the way I would say, so photo signature, sign your photo by drawing your signature. You're going to go to output. Let's say I'm using this template right here, edit. Then you'll see like on the bottom right, let's say this is your template that you're using, which is not. I don't care, I'm gonna delete the snowman. You'll see on the bottom right where it says signature. And from here, you're just gonna press on OK. Probably should have adjusted the size, but you will adjust the size. Not great. It's appeared in the void. Honestly, I've not messed with photo signature much. It's always photo doodle. But yeah, you'll just adjust the signature area by adding the signature box. Now let me save it and let's do a test run. So just make sure you have the photo signature added. Let me just do a quick test pick. It'll take a while. And do we have any other questions on just anything? Well, just takes pictures.
Yeah, and also by the way, for everyone, I did posted again the article for reviewing photos and doing the photo doodle in the comment box. Y'all can see it here on Zoom and as well as for Facebook. Yeah, as Rich mentioned, if you do have any
There it is.
questions, just post it in there.
So once you had photo signature, well, Pal, this isn't photo doodle. This is photo signature.
Yeah, signature.
Yeah, this is a new one. I actually haven't
Yeah.
used much of photo signature, but now you see if you had the photo signature thing on, now you can write it. I don't have a good signature. I'm sorry. I don't even think I have one. Whatever. They would write it like that. Press OK. I still have this set up. It's gonna be one. Goodbye. Okay. Man, I hate signatures. I think I did that wrong, didn't I? Yeah, it didn't even show up. Yikes. Yeah, I haven't done much of photo signature. I think photo doodle's better though. I might just do that. That's just me trying to try something new. I haven't messed with. Yeah. The best way to do it is just photo doodle. Let me go back to the original. So scratching the signature until for some reason I can't figure that out. Doing photo review photo, make sure review photos on the same as booth photo doodle. And here you'll see pen settings. Here's your pen colors. So from here, you can actually change the colors of, well, the pens that you're using. Your choice, you want to change it. I'll just keep it the same. Press OK. Start the booth. Continue, go through that again, which is fun. But thanks, Pal, for doing the photo doodle article. Might be the best. And since we do have a few new people, well, in Darkroom booth, did y'all have any questions as well? We are running a little short on time. Oh, and sorry, continue photo doodle. Here it is. You'll see this little pen thing on the right. You'll see that little white box. You can change the color. And from here, they could write their name like that. I can't write right now, but yeah. So here they can actually write on the strip, maybe draw, make fun of them. Stuff like that. So that's photo doodle. Again, this is the preferred way of signatures. I would say, honestly, it's just a lot more creative. Anyways, so they would draw on the template, press accept, cancel the prints. And there you go. That's your signature photo doodle preferred.
Your signature looks weird, Richie.
I don't have signature, man. Leave me alone.
Yeah, just kidding.
Man, I can't even hold a pencil right. Anyways, can you? Yeah, okay. So that's done. So how can we set a picture on home screen for our customers? Oh, I think that's okay, right? Yeah. So do we have any other questions? Anyone that just received their photo booth or are receiving their photo booth? Oh, Well, the main thing is just keep in mind you can download a darkroom booth before you receive your photo booth. We also have an article on that because there it is. This would be quicker to show the article. There it is. So this is the article for how to download a darkroom booth on your personal PC. Again, this is just so you can actually test it out on your own. The trial version is where you can actually make your own templates and such. You can transfer it over, which is again on another article.
Mhm.
Anyways, but to download it, the whole links are here. It will just be easier to go through that article, get the link. From here, you just download the booth, the 3.0976, go through the installation, and from there you go. Articles. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Any other questions from
questions?
anyone? Facebook, Zoom, people still watching Facebook. Hi guys. Also, by the way, I did posted the link for Photo Booth Boss, the mentor program that we do have. Again, this is 2 calls a month, private chat with all the 3 mentors that we do have: Innocent, the Photo Booth Boss, Josh, and Christian. Get the limited spots, VIP tech support, access to all masterminds and events, and of course, everything will be done online. So any state that you're in, any location, yeah, it's a monthly subscription, and I did post the link again in the chat.
All right.
Any other questions?
We do have like 4 minutes. If there's no more
Mhm.
questions.
Anyone? So Kareem.
Oh yeah, did you check the
Posted on
Facebook?
Facebook.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Yeah,
forgot
I'm
about
checking it as so happy I've got this forever. We appreciate that. I'm sure I get my photo booth. I will love lots of questions. Awesome, Kareem. Yeah, and again, as Richie mentioned, you can also play around with Darkroom if you do have a Windows computer in there. You can download Darkroom directly there, and you can try to create like templates. You can have them transferred as well to your booth if you created some good ones.
All right.
Yes.
Well, have a great day, y'all. And yeah, bye, guys.
Yeah. Have a good evening, guys. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.